Welcome back to What's the Chat with Alex and Matthew. We hope you're all good, hope you're staying safe, and hope you're starting to self-isolate. How are you doing, babe?
I'm good, thank you.
How's your week been? What a week.
What's been happening?
It's been an unbelievable week. Every single day this week something big and big changes have happened.
Never in my life have I waited to hear what the Prime Minister has had to say at a press conference every day.
No.
I've never watched anything like that.
And for the first couple of days, so Monday, Tuesday they'd done it, I think it was, I felt, although it was stepping up measures quite a bit, I felt each night it was like a bit of a, you felt better after hearing them speak. As the week's gone on.
Not until Friday.
Friday, so basically Monday was when he said he's advising everyone not to go out. And is telling people not to go to bars, not to go to restaurants, not to do these things. Mm-hmm. So that was massive, and that obviously gave everyone a bit of a shock. A lot of places were quiet, which is the right thing. Tuesday then the Chancellor was on and he was talking about how he was going to help small businesses, which, especially for us, it was a bit of a relief. But then there's just sort of been something else each day, apart from, was it Friday? There was a bit, I think it was a girl about...
Wednesday was schools.
But yeah.
Thursday wasn't really much, I don't think, and then Friday was the one with the shut the bars.
Yeah. And then yesterday, so we're on Sunday now, yesterday was the girl talking about the supermarkets, wasn't she?
Yeah, I didn't really,
I think, we didn't watch it all.
We were working.
So the position we're in now, the majority of retail places are shut. A lot of the big ones are shut. All pubs, restaurants, cafes, everything's shut. We are obviously salon owners. We've not been mentioned in the category yet, but we do think, as much as we don't really want to say it, we do think within probably tomorrow, I think that's possibly going to be confirmed. Tomorrow or Tuesday, and I know it's not nice saying it out loud, but I think what we spoke to people on Friday that they've got a couple of bars and restaurants, they've got three bars and restaurants we've got, and they were devastated, they were upset, but they'd almost felt like a bit of a relief. I think when we're in the position just now and it's a choice, it makes it difficult, doesn't it? Because you've got the two sides, right? We also want everyone to be safe, we want this to be over as much as possible, but we've also still got a lot of clients that want to come in. So it's trying to get that balance. We want everyone to be safe, and that is our main thing. And a lot of places are now shutting, but we do think this is going to happen over the next few days. Anyway, what we want to do today, it's horrible. It has been, like, on Monday night when the news came out to begin with, I didn't sleep on Monday night. I was like, my God, this is awful. This is life-changing. This is how it is. And then, don't cough, we're on this podcast, Alex. Be self-isolating on your own. No, Monday wasn't nice, didn't sleep properly, and I think it is just each day there's been the shock of something new happening and things are unprecedented. Is that how you say it?
I keep saying that, yeah. Excuse me.
And we will get through it, and we've just got to try and make a positive out of this situation in some way. The positive being, for you listening or watching, is that there'll be more podcasts possibly. If you've got any spare time, there'll be more podcasts, won't there?
Maybe.
We obviously are want this podcast. I'm talking a lot today. Is that okay with you? I know there's it's one of these weeks that is the same thing's been happening. So we did sort of this week think, what is there to talk about? But we need to do this weekly. We need to put it out, and we've got plans going forward for more exciting, entertaining things over the course of your isolation. Okay, the lockdown is happening. I just read just now before we came on that if we don't all listen to what they're saying, then we will be locked down, which there's a bit of me that thinks if that is going to make it a less amount of time, then just do it and get it over with. Do you know what I mean? I wanted this to be over as soon as possible, like we all do. What we are going to do, we are going to be doing something that I think is important for all people. You've got no idea what I'm talking about, do you? So coming up in future podcasts, we are going to be doing reviews of Netflix series that we've watched, any films that we've watched, any little things that we think are going to be helpful for you when you're in the house. We are also going to be discussing things that possibly might irritate you or you're worried about being isolated with your partner, fiance, family, whatever it may be. So Alex, since I've spoke all this time, and I know you don't mind that because before anyone comments on these things saying, Matthew, shut up, genuinely,
He says that.
this is what is I think best for today. This is what we're doing.
Why?
No, just because you said you've not got much to say, and it's just been one of those weeks, and we've not, obviously with everything going on and decisions that we have to make, we've really not had any chance to discuss. There's been nothing happening apart from this. So, what is your biggest worry about being stuck in the house for say 4 weeks with me?
It actually gives me like a headache thinking about it. Well, I did say this to you this morning that if we were, you know, going to all be together under this roof for this time and not be able to go out, then we would have to have ground rules.
But what I find, like, we have lived together for 6-7 years. So why now has there got to be ground, like, has there not been ground rules before
Well,
that?
there should have been, but you don't abide by them, so this is a good opportunity to review those rules. No, I'm only joking. I think, you know, it's just, we're not in all day.
I know, we're not often in.
No, we're sort of in maybe one day a week, and we come in at night, and, you know, I think just the mess of the house concerns me.
Is the mess the biggest thing then?
I think so, yeah.
Have you had to narrow it down to one thing that you're worried about
Just
most?
that it's not that I'm worried. I
Yeah.
mean, you know, there's bigger things to be worried about.
No,
than
but
the
no,
rest
I
of the
know
house.
that, but yeah.
You know, in the big scheme of things there is. But yeah, I think if we're all sort of staying together like this, and it's going to be quite intense, then we do need to, I think we need to give each other space.
I think that's.
You know?
I think at the beginning of this, it's probably good if we just all know that whether you say it or I say it, like I'm going for 10 minutes on my own here. We all accept that, don't we?
10 minutes.
Just to get that little bit of space to yourself and that little bit of time to kind of unwind a little bit. We all need 10 minutes, 5, 10, 15, 20, 30 minutes ourselves, don't we? Behave.
10 minutes. Yeah.
Behave. No, but you do.
A bath.
Yes, you like a bath, half an hour bath, you can have that. But no, I think that it is going to be not difficult, but being under the same roof for a long period of time, it's not going to be easy, and there's got to be ways to make it better. So,
you know, we are allowed out for walks and things, but if it
yeah.
doesn't come to the point where we're not allowed to actually go out for walks and things, then we definitely will be doing a lot of that.
Yeah, bit of time to ourselves and stuff.
Yeah.
What is your number one thing you would be worried about running out of in the house?
Look at the cupboard.
Well, I know
I'm only joking, it's such a cliche now, this whole toilet roll business, isn't it?
toilet roll pasta.
Just some, I don't know. Like cat food. I wouldn't want them to not have any food.
That's a very
That
thoughtful
would be
thing, actually.
my most important thing.
Yeah.
But they're fine, they've got loads of food.
Lots of cat food, isn't there? Lots of tuna
Lots of cat food, yes.
for the boys. They're going to be delighted. They're like,
Oh, but they know there's lots there, so they keep. What?
yeah, like on a positive note. How do they know there's lots there?
Because when I open the cupboard, they can see them. Oh, shush.
Lots of tuna.
They're soon going to be in the podcast if we're doing it at home.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
sure they'll be nosy in everything and putting their little heads in. So
There will be, definitely. You will meet the cats in maybe the next couple of podcasts. But yeah, so if you had to choose between running out of pasta or toilet roll, what would you choose?
So what would I choose to run out of
Yeah,
first?
but
Well, I would choose pasta to run out of first because.
then there's nothing to eat.
But there's lots of other things in my cupboard to eat.
Okay.
But there's only one thing to wipe myself with, isn't there?
There's lots of things to wipe.
No, but realistically,
Like, I know we've been talking about this to
I've got
people.
some tissues in the room. I've got maybe the odd wee packet of tissues here and there, but no.
We've also got towels and old t-shirts.
We're not really going to have this conversation, are we?
No, but I just mean that like we're not going to be in a position that we've not got anything to clean or wipe.
Anyway,
So
there is not a food shortage.
there's not a food shortage.
So we
no
need
need
to-
to panic by.
Yes.
Chill out.
We haven't panicked, but I didn't panic
No.
because I got it 2 weeks ago.
Exactly.
And
And you've been building it up for the last month, so it's fine.
I was very organised. There's never been anything in the shops I've not been able to get because I thought ahead and I
Yeah.
didn't panic buy. I didn't buy 10 of things that I needed. I just made sure we had substantial amount of things in the house.
Yes. Something I think everyone should be aware of today happened to me this morning, didn't it?
Did I?
People are going to be FaceTiming and Skyping a lot more in the house, okay? So Alex was on the phone this morning and I just thought you were on I thought you had it on loudspeaker because.
Why would I be sitting in the sunlight?
No, but
Angles?
I didn't know you were sitting. I didn't know at this point because I was in the room and I thought, oh, you're talking on loudspeaker, and I thought that's because you were making breakfast, so you had it on loudspeaker, so you had your hands free.
Why would I be making breakfast at the lounge window?
But I didn't know you were at the lounge window at this point.
Oh right, okay.
So I thought Alex was making breakfast, so like it wasn't naked or anything, but I just had my top on and my boxers, and I came through just kind of as you do. And by the time I noticed what I was doing and what you were doing, I was on FaceTime or whatever it was
My mum and my sister.
with your mum and sister. So that was so sorry to both of them for that.
Happy Mother's Day to your mother-in-law.
Well, do you know what? I was like, yeah, there. I was like, oh, Happy Mother's Day. And I thought that's the last thing either of them want to see. So everyone, be careful and be aware of what you're wearing and what you're doing when you enter rooms. If you hear that somebody's talking.
But isn't it good to have these things? You know, because there's such a, like, for me, like, there's such a conflict right now of, you look outside and we've gone from having really rubbish stormy weather for a few weeks to actually having some gorgeous sunny days. And I know it's the whole like, oh yeah, the nights are getting lighter, but it's true.
Yeah.
The mornings are lighter, the nights are lighter, and we're actually approaching spring, and it's not that cold today. It's Mother's Day, it's a Sunday. And if this was a day that you were allowed out to go out, you know, normal places, it's a gorgeous Mother's Day.
Oh, I know.
And it's so, like, you know, you can't even really see your mum. You can't see yours. At best, I don't see my mum and dad.
What do you mean at best you don't see them?
Because my mum and dad are a wee bit older than your mum, and because of the whole underlying health things, you know, it's just not worth them taking a risk. And you can't even say meet up somewhere for a coffee because you can't do that either. So, you know, in one respect you're told to sort of hibernate, but it's all this beautiful weather.
It makes it that a little bit more difficult, doesn't it?
It's strange, yeah.
And I think you said, I think it was like the beginning of this week, you're like, it's just, like, obviously it's unfair and it's a horrible thing anyway, but you were like, it's quite strange and seems unfair. It just seems strange because the weather is getting so nice and it's so, like, you look out and say, oh wow, it's lovely, then you forget.
And spring is all about new things.
Yeah.
And things being born and growing, and we're kind of all just sort of reverting to being.
It's horrible. But you're right, FaceTime and these things, technology is great.
Yeah, and the kids being away from school, we've got, you know, the internet, like being able to get everything online. I mean, thank God we do. You know, not even just to shut them up for 5 minutes and give them an iPad, but to actually learn from. You know, we've got all that, you know.
There's so much, and if you do, because I'll obviously keep going back to the war, Second World War, when like the last time this similar thing happened.
There's nothing else to compare it to.
And there was none of that then, so we can still be in contact with each other. We can still message, we can still video, and you can still listen to podcasts. So, although it's horrible, hopefully we get out of this as quick as possible and back to normal, but the technology makes it that a little bit better.
Definitely. So lots of FaceTime.
Lots of FaceTime, lots of Skyping. I've been asked today actually, I was asked to do a Facebook Live for a hairdressing page to do some education for the hairdressing page. Forgot to tell you that this morning.
For free?
Well, yeah, obviously I am launching
these are hard times.
I am launching my online education, but this is going to be something that it won't be the full thing, it might be little bits and pieces, but
helpful.
Again, I think what we're doing with the podcast and our videos and stuff, I think live videos are going to be great on Facebook and Instagram, because the live videos especially and things like this, you then feel you're in conversation with something, you feel part of something, and it's without sounding cheesy, it's about keeping a community together and keeping everyone together. So being able to do live videos and have these conversations and have these things is a massive difference of what was way back then. So that's good. Talking about cats and stuff though, the pets are going to be delighted at this. Like, I know our cats certainly are going to be buzzing to have us in so often, like cuddles. They're going to be so happy.
That's the way we're going, yeah.
Alex says you still are in a little bit, I don't want to say denial, but you are a wee bit thinking it might not happen. If it happens, the cats are going to be really happy.
If it happens, yes, the cats will be happy.
I want to talk about something you have got, and I don't know if you're going to be upset about me telling this to everyone. You won't be. Don't give me that look though. You've got something you became a little bit addicted to over the last few weeks. Oh my dear. Haven't you?
Why are you talking about this?
But you have, haven't you? It's a great wee thing. I've never seen you be so comfortable and go to sleep so quickly as I have done in the last couple. And you've not only that, but you have also been sleeping better. So, what is this thing you've got?
I don't really know what to call it.
You called it something the other day. You just called it cozy.
Oh no, that's what I would call a hot water bottle. So it's not that. It's like a sort of like beanbag. It's about this shape, sort of rectangular beanbag thing with whey in it. I think it's whey. I just googled it. I got it as a present. Well, we got it as a present.
Yeah, we got
it. And yeah, you put it in the microwave for like 2.5 minutes, and then it's hot, and you put it. It's meant to be for like round your neck. And we got it in our Christmas Eve box from my mum and dad. So it was for both of us, but I think because of her jobs, she was thinking about you know, and the heat and things. And yeah, I just sort of just like got really.
You've loved it, haven't you? It's so good.
It's
like
so
Alex will get
lovely
up, like we'll be in bed watching something, and it's not, like, you normally doze off for like 10 minutes or something, 15 minutes.
I'm actually tired.
That's how effective it is. So yeah, you normally sort of fall asleep for like 15 minutes or something, and then I go to turn around, you sort of half wake up, but then you get up. There's been a few times you've got up and I'm like, what are you doing? And you're like, oh, I'm just putting in for another 30 seconds just to make sure it's still on. But you've been loving it, haven't you?
And actually it's quite nice, sort of, you know, it's comfortable to put your head
on.
on.
I was going to say that's all became like a comforting thing, hasn't it? And
I actually do get quite tired when we do these podcasts. Like I've noticed I'm yawning. I find it because when we're never in the salon when it's so quiet.
Yeah.
There's nothing else on, and sometimes just listening to you talk. I do mean that in a good way. But you know when you just hear somebody's voice, like I find it quite relaxing because we never ever do that.
We never just talk and listen, do you?
Sit. Like if not that we'll be doing it now, but if we go out and have a chat, we're in a bar or we're somewhere, but just sitting here, it's silent, and I can't bring myself just being quite tired. So it's not because you're boring; it's just that it's just relaxing. Yeah.
Well, that's good then.
Yeah, I'll need to get coffee in my cup, I think.
You will, yeah. We are filming this and recording this on Sunday, so we're on the water just now, aren't we?
We are, yeah.
Because we can't go out for a drink afterwards.
So what's the point? We're going to go for a walk.
We're going to go for a walk. We're going to go. I think we want to wander along Princess Street.
Yeah, just to get a feeling. But obviously we won't go near anybody.
Yeah, we will be keeping our distance.
We're not being inappropriate.
Socially distancing, but yeah.
I just want to see what it's like.
A wee wander along Princess Street, and then possibly go to Inverleith. You said we should maybe vlog it. We're going to feed the ducks as well. I might take this camera out with us. Your camera out with us. And
it's your camera.
It's your camera.
For you.
I bought it for you. And we might vlog it and film it and pop that up on YouTube as well, just to show everyone what Edinburgh's like just now and what things are like.
There are still cars about. There was people on my bus, but I'm just doing my usual route of coming from the house to the salon. I'm not actually going out with that, and apparently everybody has said how quiet it is.
Yeah, so I know a lot of people that listen are from probably Edinburgh, to be honest. We do have people in Australia and America watching this as well.
Do we?
Anything happening? We do. We've got some people. We've got a percentage of America and a percentage of Australia as well that listen and watch.
G'day, mate.
That's a cracking accent.
Australians, I like their accent.
Yeah.
They've got a nice French. No, I'm not doing that again.
Can you do an American accent?
Well, I can, but I'm not doing it now. No.
We'll do a video full of accents.
Yeah,
but just for you because I'm rubbish.
Everything you do just sounds the same.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll go.
I can do Welsh. I'm going to the valleys.
But you sound like something else when you do that.
Okay. So we might vlog it. We might pop down, feed the ducks, and so yeah. I was at Shamrock Place obviously because of side where we are work wise, and I thought it kind of seemed normal-ish the last couple of days, a little bit quieter. But I think when you go on Princess Street and these busier places, it'll be a bit more like wow, like it's bizarre seeing it shut.
It's weird, all the shops being shut.
So we will be doing that today, and we might take you with us.
Maybe.
So you can see, possibly. And then you want to feed the ducks, you maybe bring bread. The one thing, since we've been, like, this has been happening, talking about lockdown and talking about these things, I said I really fancy some white bread.
Oh, when was that?
Wait a second, wait a second, please.
Okay.
Podcasters, I said I fancy white bread. I really like some white bread to have in the house. You obviously let me know that there was no room in the freezer for it.
You don't like bread, frozen?
No, but it's fine for toast. But anyway, so you made beautiful.
What that then?
You made beautiful. Was it French toast? Is that what
French toast.
This morning, it was really nice.
Not eggy bread, as some people.
You then left the house. You then left the house and messaged me saying, maybe we should feed the ducks. And you'd obviously Googled whether it's still safe to feed ducks bread. And so the one thing that I've sort of wanted throughout isolation, and if we get put into lockdown,
we're not in isolation or lockdown yet.
Which is white bread. We've still got half a loaf of it, and you're saying, do you know what? Forget math. Imagine I said to you, see all the dry pasta, go and cook it, and we'll feed it to something.
If it was an animal, I would.
You would. Can I say about last night?
Don't know.
We got food at the beginning of the week, and we had some leftover, some spare vegetable stuff, didn't we, for a stir fry? And there's a couple of rabbits that you can see from our window and like run about the wee car park bit in the wee garden outside. So Alex, who is a complete animal lover, obviously, as we all know, we went downstairs last night to leave it beside the wee bits, didn't we? Very kind of you.
I don't think it was all there when I last looked. I think
No, there's definitely been nibble on it, I think.
Yeah, and the birds might get some.
Yeah, so that was very kind. So you fed the rabbits last night, feeding the ducks today, just all round. There's sirens going on outside, and I feel like I'm scared to look out in case it's the end, in case it's the army saying we can't be out here anymore. So guys, that is what, yeah, you're going to come with us, we're going to take you with us, I think, that'll be fun. That's what we've been up to, that's what we're going to be doing, and on a, I don't want to say a more serious note, we do hope everyone's good, and we hope everyone's managing to get through it. It's extremely uncertain times and extremely weird times, but it'll be good, it'll be all good. If we do this now, this is what
That's not what you said earlier. You told me that we could possibly be shut for months.
But
this
no,
could go on for a year. You know.
No, but I think that like I think we will be. No, I'm not unhappy. I'm really. I think we will be. I think I think we'll definitely be shut for a month at some point, and I think then it might roll on. But hopefully it's not too long. Hopefully we get out of it as soon as possible, and hopefully
I'm still holding on to my.
You can like I'm
optimism and hoping that it might not get quite as bad as that.
Yeah, and like obviously I hope that as well, massively. And I know we discussed it before we came on. Like if they can get these tests that they're talking about before, like as quickly as possible.
Are these like the pregnancy test ones that he was talking about?
Yes. Obviously not to tell if you're pregnant or not, but if yeah, so it's the same.
Well, obviously
it's the same technology. Don't get them mixed up. Somebody said, "Oh yeah, I'm pregnant." Really, you've got coronavirus.
Well, this is what they've been talking about. Either there's going to be a baby boom, or there's going to be a like
divorce.
Well, both. There'll be like lots of babies getting made.
Yeah.
Did
you see the thing? What it was? I can't say this word properly, but you'll get the gist of the joke. Whatever it is. So somebody said it was like a wee meme thing, and it was basically like there was a parent and then like a brother and sister, and then they said, "Oh, why is my sister called Paris?" And they're like, "Oh, because that's where she was conceived and stuff." And he goes, "That's that quarantine." that's so that was quite. It was probably better when you actually seen the picture. Anyway, corona that is what's happening. Lots of corona babies. Everyone's good. So there will be lots from us coming up. There'll be more light-hearted stuff. There'll be fun.
Probably by the next podcast we make, we'll kind of have we'll either know whether lockdown's happening or not.
Yeah, and I think
if it's going to happen, it's going to be soon, surely.
Yeah, even if it's not lockdown, I think we'll know. Like everything's going to be locked down. It's just whether or not we've got the freedom to walk about, really. Do you know what I mean? Like I think in Italy, like the worst place in Italy just now, is only one person allowed out of the household at a time, and that's for a maximum of like an hour or something to go to the shops. There's places that you're having to get written approval to leave the house.
But an hour's not a long time to get along to the supermarket and get back, because there'll be no buses, surely.
Exactly, so there's all these different things. So as long as we've got the freedom to sort of maybe be out a little bit and walk about, and that hopefully, but we'll know, it's extremely scary, and I think it is unknown. If somebody said, you know what, you've got 2 weeks and that's it, you'll like 2 weeks lockdown even, you could almost, you get through that, but it's not known how long it's going to be for, and nobody does know. But we will be with you, if that's a good thing or a bad thing, on each step of the way.
Stay safe.
Hey babe, stay safe. So guys, thanks so much for watching. It's been a bit of a different one this week, a bit of a shorter one this week, because there's only so much we can really talk about.
Oh, I've got a fact.
Wait a second.
Sorry.
There's only so much we can talk about this same thing over and over, and we want to bring more exciting stuff. The worst time to start a podcast was when we did, really.
Right.
Because now we're just stuck with nothing to say.
I've got a really interesting fact.
I want you to end on this fact, okay? Because I just want to say my little piece about subscribe to our channel.
Right, okay, go.
Subscribe to our channel, or leave a comment. If you're watching it, or listening to it, tag us in our Instagram page. Watch the Chat, Instagram. Follow us on that, tag us in any pictures, what you're up to, where you're watching it, and yeah, everyone just get through it. We'll get through the other side, it'll be good, and then in a few months' time, we'll be, not joking about it, but we'll be out of it and back to normal, alright? So everyone, thank you so much for watching. We are going to leave this week.
I've actually got 2 facts.
Right, well, we'll do 2 facts today.
Right, okay, so
First
the
fact.
fact is a group of crows is called a.
Crew.
No.
No, that makes sense, doesn't it? Sorry, no, so what?
It's called murder.
Really?
And obviously there's the thing crows sort of like make you think of death.
Yeah, because if there's one crow and it's like banging on the window, that's meant to mean.
Well, anyway,
death,
so
isn't
a
it?
group of crows
A
is
murder.
called murder. Not a murder.
A murder.
It's not a Taggart programme.
Murder.
Murder.
Mm-hmm.
Right, so that's quite interesting.
That is
this
interesting.
one is not corona related, it's medical related.
Right.
Tomato sauce was sold in the 1800s as medicine. So we had our medicine this morning on our French toast.
We did. They're 2 very good facts.
There you go.
Thanks, because they're a lot better than mine last week, weren't they?
Yes.
So, thank you for that, but I'm genuinely quite impressed by those facts.
Oh, good.
A murder of crows. Not a murder.
Not a murder.
A murder of crows.
Murder of crows.
Murder of crows. Guys, thanks so much for watching. Thank you so much for listening. Continue to wash your hands. We'll see you next week, okay? Kiss and bye.
Bye.
Oh,